12 reasons why you should be eating more tomatoes. Turns out the humble tomato is full of surprising perks for your skin, your gut, and more. In case you were wondering, a tomato is technically a fruit, because it's seed-bearing and develops from the ovary of a flowering plant. When it comes to nutrition, tomatoes, along with seedy cucumbers and zucchini, are categorized as vegetables. That's due in part to their lower carb and sugar contents. A medium tomato provides just 22 calories and about 5 grams of total carb, with 3 as sugar and 1.5 as fiber. But this low-calorie, low-carb package is chock full of nutrients and has been linked to a variety of health benefits. Here are 7, along with some simple ways to incorporate more tomatoes into your everyday meals and snacks. Tomatoes are loaded with many health benefits. In fact, they are incredibly versatile and can be prepared in a seemingly endless number of dishes, as well as being great to eat alone. Keep listening to find out why you need to stop neglecting tomatoes as a part of your regular balanced diet. 1. Tomatoes are a great source of vitamins. A single tomato can provide about 40% of the daily recommended minimum of vitamin C. What's more, tomatoes supply vitamin A, which supports immunity, vision, and skin health, vitamin K, which is good for your bones, and potassium, a key nutrient for heart function, muscle contractions, and maintaining a healthy blood pressure and fluid balance. 2. Tomatoes are good for your skin. A 2011 study found that the combination of tomato paste and olive oil protected against sun damage and boosted the production of procollagen, a molecule that gives the skin its structure and keeps it firm and youthful. Scientists believe that the lycopene in tomatoes is key. It's at its highest concentration when tomatoes have been cooked, and olive oil boosts its absorption from your digestive system into your bloodstream. Tomatoes contain a high level of lycopene, which is a substance that is used in some of the pricier facial cleansers that are available for purchase over the counter. If you want to try tomatoes for skincare, you need to start with about 8 to 12 tomatoes. Peel the tomatoes and then place the skin on your face with inside of the tomato touching your skin. Leave the tomatoes on your face for a minimum of 10 minutes, then wash. Your face will feel clean and shiny. Some redness may occur, but should fade with time. 3. Tomatoes help prevent several types of cancer. Observational studies have found links between the superstar compound lycopene and fewer incidences of prostate, ovarian, lung, and stomach cancers. A number of studies have been conducted that indicate that the high levels of lycopene in tomatoes works to reduce your chances of developing prostate, colorectal and stomach cancer. Lycopene is a natural antioxidant that works effectively to slow the growth of cancerous cells. Cooked tomatoes produce even more lycopene, so go ahead and cook up a batch of your mom's famous tomato soup. 4. Tomatoes help maintain strong bones. Tomatoes contain a considerable amount of calcium and vitamin K. Both of these nutrients are essential in strengthening and performing minor repairs on the bones as well as the bone tissue. 5. Tomatoes help repair damage caused by smoking. No, eating tomatoes is not the most recent fad to help you quit smoking. However, tomatoes can reduce the amount of damage done to your body by smoking cigarettes. Tomatoes contain coumaric acid and chlorogenic acid that work to protect the body from carcinogens that are produced from cigarette smoke. 6. Tomatoes provide essential antioxidants. Tomatoes contain a great deal of vitamin A and vitamin C. This is primarily because these vitamins and beta-carotene work as antioxidants to neutralize harmful free radicals in the blood. Free radicals in the bloodstream are dangerous because it may lead to cell damage. Remember, the redder the tomato you eat is, the more beta-carotene it contains. In addition, you also want to keep in mind that cooking destroys the vitamin C, so for these benefits, the tomatoes need to be eaten raw. 7. Tomatoes are good for your heart. Tomatoes contain an antioxidant called lycopene, which is responsible for their red color. Research suggests that in terms of heart health benefits, it's more effective to eat tomatoes and tomato products than take lycopene supplements. Other studies have shown that higher blood levels of lycopene are tied to lower death rates for people with metabolic syndrome, a cluster of risk factors that raise the chances of developing heart disease, diabetes, and stroke. Because of the vitamin B and potassium in tomatoes, they are effective in reducing cholesterol levels and lowering blood pressure. Therefore, by including tomatoes in your regular balanced diet, you can effectively prevent heart attacks, strokes, as well as many other heart-related problems that may threaten your life. 8. Tomatoes are good for your hair. The vitamin A in tomatoes works perfectly to keep your hair shiny and strong. In addition, it also does wonders for your eyes, skin, bones, and teeth. 9. Tomatoes are good for your kidneys. Adding tomatoes without seeds to your diet has been proven in some studies to reduce the risk of kidney stones. 10. Improve your vision. Lycopene is also good for your eyes. And that's not the only protective nutrient in tomatoes, they contain lutein and beta-carotene as well. According to research, those nutrients support vision and protect against eye conditions including cataracts and macular degeneration. The vitamin A found in tomatoes is fantastic for improving your vision. In addition, eating tomatoes is one of the best foods to eat to prevent the development of night blindness. Tomatoes are packed full of the valuable mineral known as chromium. It works effectively to help diabetics keep their blood sugar levels under better control. 11. Boost digestive health. The fluid and fiber in tomatoes may be helpful if you're prone to constipation. According to the USDA, one large tomato contains 6 ounces of fluid and 1.5 grams of fiber. Just be aware that in some people, the acidity from cooked tomatoes may trigger or worsen acid reflux and indigestion. 12. Help with diabetes management. Tomatoes may be a protective food for people with type 2 diabetes. In one study, people with diabetes who supplemented with cooked tomatoes for 30 days experienced a decrease in lipid peroxidation, a chain reaction in which substances called free radicals attack fat, leading to damage that ups the risk of heart disease. This is particularly important because diabetes doubles the risk of stroke and heart attack.